municipal pickup. All right. I don't know, it's a big, hang on. There we go. All right, thank you very much. Not that we need to mic. Well, I guess we do need to mic. Welcome to members of the public. I'm your chair for the night. I'm going to ask, are there any changes to the order this evening? Nope, seeing none. Any disclosure of pecuniary or conflict of interest? Seeing none. There are no appointments. I think this is going to be quick. There's nobody here to address items on the agenda. There's no consent agenda items, where it seems like we're having lots of problems this evening with our enunciation. There are no communications. Staff report, item PW 26-16, Director of Public Works and Engineering. Recommendation report, RFD, PW 39, 2016, Shared Drainage Service Agreement Renewal. And the recommendation is that report RFD, PW 39, 2016, Shared Drainage Service Agreement Renewal dated November 21st, 2016 be received, and that staff recommends entering in a renewed share service agreement with the Township of Wainfleet for drainage superintendent services, and that the mayor and the clerk be authorized to enter into an agreement with the Corporation of Township of Wainfleet for shared services for drainage superintendent, shown as attachment A to this report, and that a bylaw be passed to appoint Mr. Jason Culp and GM Blue Plan Engineering Consultants Limited as the drainage superintendent for the Corporation of the Township of West Lincoln, and that a bylaw 2016-43 be repealed. Can I have a mover? Councillor Trombetta, and seconded by Councillor Bell. Any questions or comments? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just want to say it's good that Jason Culp is coming on board. I've worked with him at the City of St. Catharines for a bunch of years. He's a good guy, and he's got good knowledge behind him, and he's going to be an asset to be helping us in the Township of West Lincoln. That's all.
Good.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? And that is carried. Oh, and opposed. Oh, you're just slow. Just slow. Okay. Delayed reaction there. It's part of the miking system. Item PW 27-16, Director of Public Works and Engineering. Regarding recommendation report RFD PW 38 2016 railroad crossing speed limit reduction on Silverdale Road. Recommendation that report RFD PW 38 2016 regarding railway crossing speed limit reduction on Silverdale Road dated November 21st 2016 be received, and that council amend Schedule W of Bylaw 89-2000 by adding speed limit restrictions of 70 kilometers an hour on Silverdale Road from the CPR railway crossing north of Concession 4 Road to 680 meters south of the CPR railway crossing. Can I have a mover for this? Councillor Chichok, seconded by Councillor Bell. Any comments or questions regarding that? Go ahead, Councillor Bell.
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Mr. Julian, why are we doing a speed reduction?
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Councillor Bell. In the progress of the railway crossing assessments, that particular crossing, there is a bit of an S-bend on the south side, and there's bush on the side, and it has to do with the speed of the vehicle and having significant time for sight lines to be able to actually see an oncoming train. So by right now the road speed is currently 80, but if we do drop it for that short little section there to 70 kilometers an hour, it will actually comply based on the travel of the vehicle.
It's the S-bend there, yeah.
And just one more question. So at a railroad crossing, if that crossing was to have arms on it, there'd be no need to reduce the speed? Or Like normally when they come to a level crossing that doesn't have any wigwags on it, they blow the whistle. So if it had wigwags on it, there'd be no need to drop the speed. Just a question, I'm just curious.
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Councillor Bell, I'd have to do a 100% check, but you are probably right. However, it would be significant cost increase to put the three-level warning system at that. Typically, rural roads would not require that. It's based on the hazards that are around, so.
Go ahead, Counselor. Counselor Bell, are you done? Okay, Counselor Chichok. There we go.
Okay, so just building on what Councillor Bell said, this is a rural crossing, and because it has compromised sight lines, you're reducing the speed in order to give the people on the road, you can control that, but you cannot force CNCP, any other railway, to put level crossings in. Is that the issue? Is that why we're doing this? For safety?
Sorry, through you, Mr. Chair, to Councillor Chichuk. You can't force them, but you can make application. However, there's no guarantee.
Right.
Once we would make application, I would believe that we would be 100% on the hook because
Right.
it's not a requirement.
There's my point. Sorry, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to make it clear, because I think that Councillor Bell's question was exactly what I wanted to ask, and that is, if we want to keep the people safe, and we can't move the bush, and their sight lines are compromised, what we can do is control the speed, hopefully getting people to have a little more time. So that's what you've done in this particular case, is you want to give them the time, because you can't necessarily, it would be costly, and you're right, we're on the hook for the arms, but this is what you can do that's less expensive. Is that correct?
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Councillor Chichuk, that is exactly correct, and it was deemed as well that you could tell by the slight adjustment in the speed that it was almost close to complying anyways, but we just need that extra 10 kilometers.
Thank you. Now I feel more comfortable. Thank you.
Anyone else making a comment on this? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Great. Item PW, other business, PW 28-16, West Lincoln Public Library Board minutes from October the 11th. Recommendation that the library board minutes of a meeting held on October 11th, 2016 be and hereby received for information. Can I have a mover? Councillor Chichok, Councillor Ganand, second.
Good.
Any comments? Councillor Chichok.
I just noticed that in there, the library board, so it won't be a surprise to us. The library board has put right in the minutes that they are looking for their increase, and we should be aware of the fact as we consider our budget.
Duly noted. Any other comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? And those minutes are received. Item PW 29-16, Director of Public Works and Engineering, update on status of construction of Bridge 12, South Grimsby Road 6, verbal update. Go ahead, Mr. Director.
Turn right.
Through you and to you, Mr. Chair, and the members of committee and council, there is no turn right. That's the good news. I believe we have some very good news that the bridge appears short of a couple of days where weather might still affect us, but it looks like we are going to be on schedule for the completion on November 30th. We're hoping that asphalt will actually go down this week, and then there will be some restoration works. And with that, what we are doing is planning a bit of a reopening of the bridge ceremony and ribbon cutting. We have tentatively proposed right now for December 1st at 11 o'clock, and each member of council will receive a formal invitation with a request for RSVP. It's probably about an hour and a half long at December 1st.
At 11?
Well, we thought it would be a good news story. I've spoken with the CAO and the mayor and the chair and co-chair of Public Works, and we hope to see you there. There's, as I said, a little bit of work left, a little bit of a Bell relocate, but I'm hearing nothing too significant, and the best news at all, it sounds like it'll be under budget.
Gotta love Public Works. Go ahead, Councillor Trombetta.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Julian, is that a hard date, or is that still up and open?
Right now, we're dealing with it as a hard date. The only thing that's going to change it would be the construction schedule. We have arranged for a tent to be on site in case of inclement weather, but the long-range forecast is looking promising.
Okay.
Great. Any other comments or questions on that update? Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Julian. Item PW 30-16, members of council, other business of an informative nature. Councillor Bell. Okay, and Mayor Joyner.
Just hope to see everyone at the parade Saturday.
Yep, good, thank you. Councillor Ganan and Councillor Rayner.
I already tried earlier tonight and I got shut down.
Okay, yeah. Councillor Trombetta.
Yep, just a reminder, I guess the Christmas parade is on Saturday. I will be walking. I think Councillor Chichuk will be walking. I don't know if Councillor Bowsman will be walking. I know he did last year, but
Yeah.
I'll be walking, getting ready for my new ward boundaries. So just getting some practice. But yeah, I will be walking and hope to see everyone else out there as well. Thank you.
Councillor Chichok.
I'm actually having T-shirts made for the new ward boundaries, putting on those two so they can walk and say, I will be, actually,
Sign my shirt.
So-
I was
yeah.
here.
I am here for you. Anyway, I will be in the parade, and I know others will, and I look forward to it.
Good.
The other point, though, that I wanted to make is I wanted to make a comment to Mr. Julian and to our CAO and all the staff. I drove up and down. I certainly was stopped this morning by different construction, but I have to tell you that I was very pleased to see that Port Davidson Road was being repaved along that stretch. It was a little cumbersome. Those bumps were a little terrible, and I had received a number of people concerned as the winter moved on, and now it's done. So thank you so much.
Yes, you did, just to kind of back, sorry, Mr. Chair, thank
Still my
you
thunder.
for fixing all the temporary asphalt patches that we had in the road. I've driven a lot of them as well. And a lot of them were temporary asphalts that were obviously, and now everything is ready for winter, and good job on that, Mr. Director.
You're referring to the culverts on 16 Road.
Well, there was multiple patch work
yeah.
that was done on the
Those are
culverts,
big.
actually.
So
you're
just
right.
All right,
if I could, I had the tape, just for a second, because the other question I had of the compliment was, can you tell me what's still left as far as guardrails that have to go up? Because I know that's happening as well.
Oh, okay.
I
You
just
had to bring
as
it
a-
up.
I
The
did
G
because.
word. Go ahead.
No, I have a lot of questions coming, Councillor Bilsma, and yes, I did bring it up because I.
Go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, because I'm curious too.
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Councilor Chichuk, to be quite honest, I will have to check because the significant amount of it is done. The last I'd heard was the Tober Road, the 16 Road, Tober Road intersection down there, and it's really at the speed of the contractor. But I can check and advise you of that.
And thank you. Thank you, Mr. Julian. Having an update for all of council would be great, just because I think a number of people may believe that they've somehow augmented the original plan. So if we could just have an update, I don't want you to go to any trouble, but if there was something come from the NRWF or whoever the heck can do it for you, that'd be great. Thank you.
Mayor, you.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, I just wanted to finish that point.
That's okay. Thanks, Mr. Chair, for allowing me a second time. I should have mentioned this right in the very beginning. I just kind of slipped my mind, but two things, actually. Just want to remind council and the residents of West Lincoln that the Jacob M. Roy Town Clock is now back. It looks smashing. I've received a lot of comments. Actually, you can't believe how much that clock has been missed, Mr. Julian, over the past 6 or 7 months. And I would like to go on record right now and thank Mr. Bob Dennison for that. He is part of your staff, Mr. Julian. He's done an excellent job. And the gentleman whose name escapes me right now has done an excellent job too. So please, on behalf of council, thank him very much for the excellent job that he did on the clock. Second point I would like to make is that our public realm improvements are almost complete. It is basically on schedule. There's a few more things to do, but all in all, it is complete for the parade to go down past. And I know that was a big concern with the parade director that it wouldn't be complete. So it is, for all intents and purposes, it's probably, Mr. Julian, about 75–80% done. Correct?
Through you, Mr. Chair, to the mayor, yes, looking at the site, it looks to me like, and which was expected, that the underground work portion is done. The region has told us that they will go from gutter to gutter for a full asphalt restoration, and they've assured that that is going to be completed this week.
Great. Okay, then that concludes our meeting. I call it adjourned for 8:41. Thank you all, and 20 seconds.